If you've been in the gaming scene for more than 10 minutes, you've probably seen a community at some point try to boycott a development team and utterly fail like that was their only purpose from the beginning. Now, this is not any different from that, but if I had a penny for every single time that happened, I'd be rich and I'd be swimming in a pool of gold. Since you can do 2 plus 2, I'm sitting on a chair on my ass. I'm not rich, it didn't work, not yet. But the fact is still there. The communities do try to boycott and it never works. The difference is, I wish it really did this time, because this is beyond the scope of a development team fucking up the community. This is a development team screwing somebody's career. We're talking about Supercell and Clash of Clans, a game I've been dedicated to for 11 years right now. I started playing in 2014. If you follow me on Twitch, you'll see me play it every chance I get, where I have nothing to do, I just pull it up on the screen while I wait for other things to go. And something lately has happened that is not very cute. A YouTuber with 460,000 subscribers, ClashWithEric, has been banned off of YouTube entirely. His whole channel is vanished because of 3DMCA strikes from Supercell out of the blue. Now, this guy is no new name, he's no small content creator, he's nobody you can just, dig down, put him in the grave and just say, hey, everybody, nobody talks about this, okay? It just happened, let's go over it. This guy's a big guy. He brought a lot of people into Clash of Clans, and more specifically, into the esports scene. You might be surprised, but yeah, Clash of Clans as an esports scene. It is very fundamental for a lot of games, and Supercell thought they should emulsify themselves as well with the rest of the gaming scene by giving this an opportunity. Now they did, and this guy was the main content creator for this. Not that he was officially casting or at the esports event in itself, he was in many places, but he had a series on his channel where he then went into clans and spectated professional players while they played in these tournaments to give his commentary and explain their strategies. This is unique content. Now, if you want to copyright strike somebody on YouTube, you have some options. I am a big hater of reaction content, which this isn't. Reaction content is, hey, you made a video, I'm gonna just react to it. Which is what Supercell is claiming. Supercell is claiming this guy just watched the live, and thus there is no constructive content on top of it, so they can just take it down. Now, ideally, you don't take it down. You demonetize these videos. You send a copyright claim on the video, which gives you the money, revenue from the video onto you. He doesn't get anything, you get the revenue. They didn't, they striked it full on, and they striked videos from years ago. But this guy didn't react to the finales, he didn't just pop up in the Supercell live stream and go like, yeah, I'm gonna react to this and then I'll mute the official casting and then I'll explain it. He went inside of clans within the game with his own iPad, with his own device hooked up to an Elgato setup and everything else with OBS, streamed it, and then he himself watched the gameplay with no other commentary, gave his own opinion, his own strategy, breakdown, and whatever you will take. Now, this guy was not only banned because of this, obviously, this will be so stupid, right? Why would Supercell ever do this? Well, it's because he was bad-mouthing them. He had been on their radar for about a year, and a year ago this guy exactly spoke about some controversies happening in the Clash space, where Supercell demoted a guy from the creator program out of the blue. They just bullied this guy out. They just kicked him out for no reason whatsoever, and this YouTuber, being bigger than him, decided to take his chance and go like, hey guys, this is not right. And he did so publicly. Immediately, Clash of Clans and Supercell did not like this, to the point that their reply was not, you know what, maybe we'll look into it. That sounds like a smart idea. Thank you for your intake. You're a knowledgeable person, 460,000 subs in our game. Might know something about the community. Nah, they removed him too. I don't know how that comes about or how you expect that to make sense. My camera just shook. It's just earthquake potential of brain fart. It just caused an earthquake in the whole scenario here. That just makes no fucking sense. I'll read you the post that was made about this 1 year ago because somebody was spot on with what was about to happen. ClashWithEric, One Hive, exposing Supercell for copyright abuse and more to silence criticism in Clash of Clans. First comment says, props to Eric, he's putting himself in the line of fire here. I don't see how this ends well for him. More creators needs to stand up, looking at naming other creators. Holy shit, this is spot on. It took a year for Supercell to catch up, but then they did serve him with the full thing. And what many people don't understand, and what I would like to drive my point into here, is if you don't do YouTube, this might seem like nothing. It might seem like, hey, they just closed your channel, open up another one, do whatever the fuck you want, stop playing their game. But to some people, specifically somebody of this size, YouTube is like a business, not in a negative side, but It's their career. He has $460,000 making videos, put the bread on the table for this guy. You are officially, at all effect, taking away his business for your pettiness. It's like me saying, oh yeah, I'll open a kebab shop in America, but I don't like the president right now. And then the president hears about this and goes like, your kebab shop, it ain't opening, buddy. I'm actually, you know what, it's already open, I'll close it down. Why? How can you do that? He can't. Fucking president can. Why can Supercell do this into a platform that is not their own? Because they're abusing the copyright system. It's a system that has been trashed on YouTube for years, for decades now, where somebody can copyright claim your video, copyright strike your video, and before you have even the chance of doing something, you'll have to wait months, if not years, for lawyers. It takes a really long time. YouTube does nothing. It just sits there as a middleman. The issue is that when you claim, YouTube acts instantly. When you file a counterclaim, then YouTube takes some time to review, and spoiler alert, they don't. They have an AI bot for that. That fucking sucks. So when you do some normal kind of content and you have nobody going against you, some typical, it can happen. Some copyright claims can happen. Claims are okay. It's like when you put music that is not yours, a claim happens. The other person that made the music gets the money. A strike, though, a strike is very rare. Sometimes it happens in the span of years. And in the span of years, you can fight the first strike, so by the time you get the second, the first is gone. In this case, he couldn't, because they striked 3, 4, 5 videos all in a row, not giving a fuck, videos from years ago of this guy. And he has made a post on YouTube about this, which is, of course, now gone as the channel has been deleted. I must read to you. It was a good run. I stood up for what I felt was right. I feel defeated, but also relieved that this fight is over. Goodbye and thank you all for supporting me over the last 7 years. I may fire up a Twitch stream to play other games occasionally, but I'm deleting Clash of Clans. Rightfully so. And then he shows the email from YouTube. Now this is a screenshot, of course, that has been taken from when the channel was still alive, so I can't scroll through the pages, but it was 3 pages of emails he received, stating, "Hi Eric One Hive, we received a copyright removal request for your video. Based on applicable copyright law, we removed your video from YouTube. Video title, why do pro players love Super Yetis so much, which is an attack strategy. Second video title, Navi is back and crushing bases with Super Yetis, competitive esport analyzation, all issued by Supercell OI. Don't know what the OI stands for. This is, of course, Supercell PR team. I don't know who's sending them, what kind of merciless streak they try to be on as of right now, but they're going full in on it. And this guy's not the only case, he's just the biggest one. What is a big issue is that nobody's talking about it but him and his community. This is a big problem for every content creator. It's like living under 1984, you have a propaganda regime above you, you can't do stuff, you can just say what they tell you to say. And that's not good for anybody, really. This guy is really just the pioneer of the big YouTubers. He's not the first, but he's the first of the bigs to suffer from this, because he had a loud mouth, he had like a big mouth just talking about issues. Regardless, of course, you can't post this on a subreddit like the official one, so some posts have been made on a secondary, non-official subreddit, while the official is r/Clash of Clans, the unofficial is r/cock, and not the bad one, COC. And I'll read you the post right now. To every Clash of Clans content creator, why aren't you banding together to boycott Supercell right now? Today, November 26, 2025, Eric One Hive lost his 460,000 subscriber YouTube channel forever, 7 years of attack guides, World Championship breakdowns, meta-analysis, and community highlights gone. Supercell issued mass DMCA strikes on old, clearly transformed videos, enforced a free strike termination, and let the channel die even while counterclaims were active. This came 1 year after they removed him from the creator program for publicly criticizing esports decisions. This is no longer about one person, this is about every single one of us who makes Clash of Clans content for a living or for passion. The simple question the entire community is asking, why are the hundreds of creators who rely on this game not posting uploads, even for a single week until Supercell reverses the strikes, reinstates the channel, and publicly clarifies the fan content policy so this can never happen again? What are the excuses? If I stop, someone else will take my views? My creator code pays my rent, can't risk it? Supercell might strike me next if I speak up? One person boycotting changes nothing. Now, I'm gonna go off script off of this topic because it is very important. This is a thing with anything. Politics, that I don't want to get into, debating, trying to make a difference, even being vegan or whatever the fuck you take, your own stuff, okay? You can pull up so many topics in which this applies. If you have the mentality of, but one single person doing this is not gonna change anything, then nothing will ever happen. You'll just be enslaved back like we were thousands and thousands of years ago if we were poor. It's not gonna ever change. but it's the strength of united people that can carry this forward and can transform this into an actual battle or a fight, somewhat at least having a chance against this kind of community. Now, of course, I will add, saying that you can't because you're afraid of being removed, of losing your creator code, your money, your salary, whatever, because this is your career, is totally justified. It makes a lot of fucking sense, but not uploading for a while is just taking a simple stance. If you don't upload for a while and then the company punishes you, removing your creator code, then I think we have a clear decision on what is happening behind the scenes over there and what kind of corruption and censorship they want to enforce. This is good for nobody, really. Some YouTubers have taken a pause allegedly because the heat has become too heavy, to the point where the people from his community, mind you, still a big guy, were going on to other communities going like, hey, but why aren't you speaking about this? Are you either gonna stop or are you gonna speak about it? Take your stance. Because I know this is gonna be hard, but you don't have to suck the dick of the company you're working with to make a living or to be in, like, their good boy. Shit, you can just work. I understand this is a working relationship. Many people that are younger and are not in the working space may not get this, but a working relationship is totally fine. You and the company have a working relationship. You are not friends. You're not buddies. So stop sucking on their dicks. It's not that hard. Going on, the post says, if even 30 to 40 mid-range large content creators simultaneously announce no new Clash content until Eric's channel is restored and the policy is fixed, the pressure will be immediate and undeniable, and the views will drop, code retentions will drop, update hype will stall, yada yada, Supercell loses money, big company sees money going down, they go crazy and start panicking and smashing their fingers on the keyboard to make it work again. Making it work again will be unbanning this guy. Of course, he's not the only guy that will deserve justice, but in this case, he's the guy that has been affected. So this is what's going on. And you can't even post this in the official subreddit because it will be taken down. This guy's already he hasn't posted yet. He's already banned from the official subreddit, by the way. This is very interesting. He's told me. And yeah, I just thought I'd cover it. I want you to not think about this as a, oh, Clash of Clans YouTuber bad-mouthed Clash of Clans developers, so he got removed from the creator program or some other silly stuff like that. I want you to remember that this guy just lost his livelihood and his way of making money in life as a whole. His whole career is gone because of the pettiness of a company, and I think this has no place in the gaming world, nor anywhere for what matters. The same goes with Rockstar and what they did in Scotland. I would like to cover that, but I'm not as good as some other outlets. I'll just tell you my opinion is that Rockstar did some bullshit, and Supercell is not any less in this context right here. Loved it for a long time. I even considered becoming a Clash of Clans content creator just to get the sneak peeks. I wanted to get the stuff early and get some stuff, but right now, nah. It's not like I'm afraid of getting sued or something, or afraid of getting copyright strikes. I don't give a fuck. This is probably some minutes of me talking into a camera with no gameplay anywhere. It's just text on the screen at max. What are you gonna do, Supercell? It's just out of solidarity. If my option was to either work with a company that does this or not work with it, I'd take the no every day in my life. So yeah, please think about this and bring it up if you can. If you play Clash of Clans, don't stay quiet. That's it. I'll see you.